Jimmy Connors calls out Aryna Sabalenka for Australian Open final collapse. Jimmy Connors thinks Aryna Sabalenka lacked a killer instinct in the Australian Open final, and that ultimately led to what happened. For the good set and a half, Sabalenka struggled to break Aryna Rybakina's serve. But after finally doing so in the 10th game of the second set, the Belarusian forced a decider, went 3-0 up in the third set, and was also 2 points away from going 4-0 up in the decider. From that moment on, everything went downhill for Sabalenka, who dropped the next 5 games and found herself trailing 3-5. While the top seed managed to serve out the 9th game, Rybakina stayed calm and closed out the match on her serve for a 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 win. Connors, a former 8-time Grand Slam champion, so Sabalenka simply should not have allowed that to happen. Connors, when you get somebody like Sabalenka did in the third set, you got to do everything to stay on top. Sabalenka, once again, I think she was 3-0 up in the third, right? I might take a little ribbon for this, but you got to have that killer instinct, the American tennis legend said on his podcast. When you get somebody, especially in the finals like that, you got to get on top, and you got to do everything you can to stay on top and to keep the pressure on and cut down on your mistakes and don't give any points away and make your opponent earn everything. I know she's had bad luck in the past, losing a number of finals that maybe she shouldn't have, but up 3-0 in the third in a major like that, you've got to close the deal. She's way too good a player to not do that. For Sabalenka, it was her third Grand Slam final loss in the last 12 months. The Belarusian also lost last year's finals at the Australian Open and French Open, while she managed to win the US Open. The 27-year-old now owns a 4-4 record in her 8 Grand Slam finals played. On the other side, 2022 Wimbledon champion Rybakina is now also an Australian Open champion and has 2 Grand Slams in her collection.